Good morning. I hope that you can hear me. Let me know that you can hear me by putting a one in the chat. We're about to get started. It's 8 a.m. Eastern Time in the United States and America on the East Coast. You may be listening to us from the Midwest or from the West Coast, or maybe you're in my time here in Dubai. My name is Larry Reid, and I am. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing one, two, three. All right, you can hear me. Okay, great. Do I sound far away? Do I sound near? How do I sound to you? The sound is good. Rivera Sear said the sound is good. Now we can. Shelly, I see you. Fulo, how you doing? Aquina, Renda, how are you? Linda Pro, great. Hey, Glow, how y'all doing? Great, great. You're near and clear. Okay, great. All right, so we're about to get started. Well, today's day is the 29th, and we're coming to the end of the month of January. It was in December that we began to understand the prophetic theme, reading the energy on the year that is coming. And as a result, we came to this space and place called the turning point and the tipping point. And America right now is in a ugly place, but this is what I know. Let me give you the hope of the hectic that we're experiencing right now. That America is going to be a new world, and it's going to be the example of what it is to be truly free. America has been cosplaying as something that she is not, and her mask is cracking. And we, as citizens in America, we need to realize that we too have been wearing a mask, and we have not been our authentic and our real self for many different reasons, but still is yet a truth. And what is happening as we, as Black people, descendants of slaves, the transatlantic, and those of us Africans that were indigenous to America, what we are doing is going back to what worked in the beginning before European and um, even other influences began to come in through colonization and influence our Black mind. So we're returning to our Black soul, we're returning to our Black mind, and that requires authenticity. Who are you? Not just why are you, because why are you could still allow us to stay in some aspect of our pride. But when you say, who are you? You're forced to the mirror to tell yourself the truth. And what have you done with your life? Have you, like America, played a role, presented yourself as something that may be good and acceptable to your community, but it ain't you? You are actually something else. You haven't even found you. So America is going through something that you are going through something personally. Your mask is cracking. What did work won't work anymore. We see that in America with the government. We see it even with businesses. We see that with our currency. Everything is failing, but a great way to look at it is everything is changing. And sometimes change is ugly, sometimes change is painful, sometimes change is difficult. But change absolutely is a great mental, emotional, sometimes physical exercise to just embrace becoming a new person, a different person, the best version of yourself. Through prayer, meditation, reading holy texts, but not taking them literally, but reading the holy texts and extracting what can apply to you and the principles that are universal, that go beyond our religion, whether your religion is Christian, Islamic, or whether it is Jewish, the Abrahamic religions. It is very important for you personally to be in a deep relationship with yourself and with God, whether you call him God or the source or Allah or the divine intelligence. That God has no religion. He's not Islamic. He's not Christian. He's not Jewish. Is the source and the maker and creator of all things. And we use he out of habit, but we understand that we're talking about all. Jesus on the cross, he said, Allah, Allah, Sabakana. When he said all that whole sentence that I can't say, he called God's name Allah, which is where we get Allah from. And this is where we understand source and God. And I'm telling you, you guys, what we must do, and this is all of humanity, not just in America, we got to get back to our center. We got to get back to our humanity. And I frame that by saying we got to get back to black. Call all of us come out of Africa. Even our white, light skinned brothers and sisters, they are a part of us. They are an extension of us. They come out of us. Blonde hair, blue eyes, we made them. We taught the world spirituality. And then the world turned on our spirituality and said African spirituality is diabolic and demonic and went and made their own versions of it in Greece with the Greeks, with the Romans, and just made their own versions and created their religions around some form of our spirituality while saying ours is bad and wrong. But all of us got to get back to what worked. What worked when we wrapped our arms around each other. See, in African spirituality and traditions, this is the basis. That there's so many, Akan Kemet, there's so many different ones, but there's core truths. The core truth is love and respect for the self, love and respect for others, love and respect for the earth, the air, even relating and seeing God in those things. And then also honoring the elders in the community. That is a practice, the basis of all of the African spiritual systems and religion. And then one last one is honoring those that have went on. In Islam, honor Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. In Christianity, we honor Jesus. And we really should say peace upon him because he was a prophet as well. And he was practicing Jew. And so they honor that holy rabbi. So no matter what your belief practice is, ultimately it should tie you into Allah. It should tie you into Lord God of us all, source, maker, creator. So at the beginning of this day, those of you that it's morning time, I want you to stand with an awareness. Just get on your feet now and stand up. And in your chest area, I want you to feel boldness, strength, and authority. Because in that heart chakra is where God lives. See, he lives in you and he is with you. He is in you and he is with you. Nothing can overtake you. There is no power stronger than you. You are not weak. You are powerful. and God is in you and with you, and no one and nothing can defeat you. Today, I say that you have visions. Today, I say that you feel the Spirit upon you. Today, I say that you get a glimpse of your future, that you get inspired to change some things and to edit some things and readjust some things so that things will be in a posture and a position that is akin to your forward movement and your progression. You're going forward and you're growing and you're becoming something amazing, something massive. You are a technology in the earth that the world needs. You are a gift in the earth that the world needs. And you must become that. Who you have been up until now is not the person that you are becoming. You're leaving the old self behind and you're becoming something new. So you must embrace change. See, you can't speak change and then not be open to change. And I want you to sit with that because it's very simple so you could miss it. You cannot speak change and then not be open to change. That means that brought you comfort, that brought you solace, that brought you serenity, you're going to give it up willingly for the purpose of the uncomfortableness of change, because this brings you into your ultimate form. You are spirit wrapped in a body. That body is not you, it's your lesson. And how you manage that lesson and all of this tests and quizzes determines how large, massive, dense, powerful your spirit is. So I push you into this tomorrow that I see with my eyes that have been infected by the future. And I'm saying infection because when your eyes, your spirit lives in the future, you deal with the pain of being in the present that has not realized it. And so some of you that's walking in power, you understand that walking in power is walking in pain. So I want you to prepare yourself for change, for extreme makeover. Ready yourself to become, to transition, embrace the transitory process, the preparatory process, and be a complete yes. I promise you, what I see with my eyes that are futuristic, that's looking into tomorrow, is something amazing. Riches, wealth, access, favor are all going to be byproducts of you being in peace, treating yourself well, and deeply connected to self and to God. And I bring you into this now with the words that are coming out of my mouth. And I release unto you an anointing, an energy for you to be in all the day long, a spirit resting upon you. And I ask that Holy Spirits, angels is what we call them, and ancestors will be with you today. As you walk throughout the day, I want you to feel and even use your prophetic imagination to see to your left and to your right ancestors and angels. You may stand as one, but really you represent many, because you're the continuation of all that came before you. And all of the angels and ancestors that are tied to your assignment are with you everywhere you go. There's no power, no force, or nothing that can overtake you. So at this turning point and at this tipping point, you're making a choice, and it is a destiny decision. You're making a choice, and it is a destiny decision. Remember, Spirit said we'll be making them from December to April, May. You are choosing your future and you're wanting your future. I pull your appetite and your desire and your meditations and your loop thoughts. I pull them all out of the past and where they were at the top of this call. And I throw you and all of those things into the future. And as a result, you're making different choices. Your appetite is changing. It's getting aligned with where you're going. That's why certain food don't taste good to you no more, because you now are so aligned with the future that your brain and your body is picking up that you're being poisoned by the government through the food. and that they're giving you things to keep you disconnected from yourself. Even the medicine, now they put the disease in the concoction of chemicals in your food, and then they do another chemical concoction to make your body and brain feel like you are healed. But I say this, that you are changing into the man, into the woman that you must be for the fulfillment of your future. And the appetite, desires, ways, methodologies, ways of personality. You got to embrace it all. You you know how you are, and you celebrate how you are. I mean, it's in the American culture the way they tell us, celebrate yourself, pop your collar. But sometimes that person that you celebrating and that you think so well of is not the person that you need to be in order to fulfill prophecy. So you have to embrace some things. Get rid of that lazy. You going to the gym. Get rid of that greedy. You ain't gonna eat everything greasy and fried and flipped and dipped. You're gonna take care of yourself. You're gonna supplement. You're gonna get into preventive care because you love yourself. I had to tell somebody the other day, and I said, you don't love yourself. You're not doing any preventive care. You can be sick and feel it coming on. That's all right. I'll be all right. You don't care about your body. If somebody else was sick, you'll be right there trying to help them. Give them this, give them that. But then you don't turn that in on yourself. See, change, 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 change. Embrace it. We're at a turning point, and this is where we're supposed to really be different. The future requires us to step out of what was and into what must be. It has to be. Embrace it. Be it. And let the chips fall where they fall. Because let me tell you, you're embracing this change, and this change of appetite. It starts with food and then it becomes people. And folk that used to enjoy, you look at them out this corner of your eye. You're like, wait a minute. I don't like you. The problem is you changed. And what liked them, attached to them, tied to them, is the very thing that spirit just cut up out of you. And now there's nothing in you that likes them anymore. Literally meaning you are not like them anymore. And they are not like you anymore because like attracts like. But spirit just dug you out. And I'm Sambundolo Moraba. And I'm glad about it. I am absolutely glad about what is happening. And I pray that you are too. I pray that you are too. I send you into a day where change begins. I use my words to say that you are marrying your future self, and you are divorcing what was and what worked. And now you have a desire and a deep yearning to be and to become. And nothing is going to distract you from becoming your best self. The act of seed sowing is not only symbolic, but it is spiritually potent. So I want you to find a number. I don't know what that is. You know the numbers. I've been teaching you a long time. Look at those numbers. Go to your numerology chart 2.0. I can't do it. I'm on the phone. I can do it, but I don't know how. And I want you to find a seed that aligns with your need and what you see. The root word of seed is see. What do you want to see? Name that seed that. What you want to be. Name that seed that. And plant it with intentionality in faith. There's a link that's been placed in the chat by the moderators. mbnnetworkglobal.org/giving. You go there, you can do your taroma, you can also do your seed. But I want you to wrap. Today is something happening that we're in a window. That 27th to February 3rd, I just feel him. And he feels close to me. I say all the day long, you feel enveloped with spirit and you get caught up in spiritual activity, and it separates you from who you were. But we're by February the 4th, that 4 is a day of order in a 2 month. So That too is partnership. So we're going to be energetically in a corrective space with spirit, and also calling. Correction and calling are hand in hand February moving forward, because you're going to begin to align with the calling that is on your life, and that means you must embrace correction. That also means that you're going to be face to face with conflict. Cause that, your past don't want to let you go, and the old version of you don't want to let you go. So it's going to turn up some stuff. You may have some thoughts that you ain't had in a long time, something to do that you ain't had in a long time. Didn't even know you could think it. The past don't want to let you go. When I was attempting to come to Dubai, and if you notice, I wasn't very vocal about it. I didn't. My movements around this time was totally different, because I was listening to spirit and it says stealth mode. And had I been vocal about it, I would have been stopped, and I would not have left America, because I'm already on the radar because of my reformative work and calling and speaking truth to power. But I moved like that so I could get out. And I knew I was going to be stopped. I saw it in my head. And so I moved this way stealthily. And I told those going with me, don't make a post, don't share nothing. Now I'm here. And I'm going to begin to reshape my public image, disrupting on purpose, but with more wisdom, to where I can't really be in trouble, although that's not going to keep me out of trouble. It's just not. It was told to me when I was in high school what would happen to me. And I want you to know that if they shut me up, they can't shut you up. And they can't shut all of us up. And plus, the seeds have already been planted. If Larry Reid closed his eyes today, Larry Reid's seeds are in Crystal Williams, Beverly Sweeten, Tam Jenkins, CJ, Queen 5199, Glow. I'm looking in the chat. Charles Johnson. So disruption with another level of wisdom is what I'm going to be embracing. And I got to do it with all three Abrahamic religions. So the trouble I've got in Christianity, I'm about to get in two other religions, because it's my calling. You will do amazing things. We are just getting started. And clarity is coming to what it is we're supposed to be doing. The air is clear. Even in the ministry, the air is clear. We're in this transition space, though, and we're on our way to something. Every last one of you are important as it relates to this vision. Every prayer you pray, every candle you light, every time you work with the water, with MBNG on your mind and me. Everybody's important here. And I want to say this because I thought this last night breakdown. If the seed is 57.86 and you don't have but $5.76, your $5.76 is just important as the person doing 500 and change. We're all important, and we're all holding energetic spaces and pieces to a prophetic puzzle. Y'all try my best not to speak in tongues, because the driver's in the front, and I'm holding my belly, and I feel fire. But anyway, so this is where we're going. Now listen, you see, I'm gonna say the air is clear. Look at the root word of clear. The root word of clear is ear. Keep your ear clear. And I said this coming into the year. Y'all ain't gonna be able to watch the same stuff. You ain't gonna be able to you trading in that time for your favorite hobby, you getting on your face, or you getting in a book. There's stuff you don't know. Y'all, I'm a pretty smart man, and I'm still learning. I went down the rabbit hole this morning looking at something in Chat GPT. I said, oh my God, okay. So then I went over there to Grok and see what they said. And I went over there to what's the other one? Gemini. And then I went from Gemini to that new one, that Meta got, which I enjoyed and I created. I that statement, my aunt says no and I'm choosing me, made it a shirt. I'm gonna drop the models where y'all can see. I gotta make sure Soul got the order link up first. I did all that with this new one. I just downloaded this morning, and it understood me so easy to make images. I wanted that one of Nicole Johnson's secret weapons. Whatever it is, she gonna tell us. Whatever it is, she gonna tell us at Reformation because she on the panel for AI, and I'm gonna ask her right in her face, show us. But I can show y'all some stuff too, cause all of that stuff I done and for School of Prophet last night, that was Chat GPT. And when I done the 10 protocols for Black safety, all that was Chat GPT. So Claude missed all that money and Blair and some of the rest of them. See, the technology is changing. So some of your jobs are gonna go away. Cause that about $500-600 Claude missed. And when I done 'cause Blair could have put him on those folks, she probably would have charged me a couple $100. I did it for $30 to downloading that new Chat GPT. The world is changing. We are advancing. You got to get ready. And most of us were raised and programmed in a world that is no longer. And that's okay. And it's actually great and good for you and your brain. Change. Your brain needs it. It don't want it, but it needs it. So I want you to find your particular seed. Versus we doing it in a group this morning. We all doing the same amount. Find your number, that intentionality you can connect with. You may be a sevens guy, so maybe do all sevens. Maybe an eight guy like me. Maybe a 12 guy like me. And I was looking into some of that. I said 8 and 12. And when I began to look at the body, I said, oh, I can't wait to put this in School of Prophets and Mystics Part 3 next year. Because those 12 salt chemical minerals in the body that's tied to the zodiac, and then you got 120 bones, that's 12. No, 128. How on earth? See, I hate when I start studying, then I go off my mind. Hold on, so 120 bones, and that's the 12, and I can't remember. But anyway, I get it to you. I can't remember, but I was going down that rabbit hole. I said 8 and 12 is written in the body, and I just stumbled upon it. And 8s and 12s is in your body, your physical body, and it's tied to the star. Mm. Latina said, I was online this morning listening about AI and investigating a new certification. See, you're going to make somebody a wonderful wife. I will rewatch in the meeting 1911 awareness. 9/11. I see what you're doing. Alertness and clarity sees song. Love you. I love you too, Jenna. Shan said, I really felt this last night. My brain needs change. I see you, Tay Tay. Mm, the air is clear. You see that root word of clear? Ear. This year, ear. Hear you the word of the Lord. Ear. Seed, see. See your see. You know, uh, okay, find your seed. The Quincy done $177.77 and Turning Point seed. I see what you're doing. I see a lot of you guys. The Quincy, this is the word of the Lord. Record. The Quincy, I see spirit bringing something to you. The word delivery is written over your life. Not deliverance, but delivery. I'm bringing something to you and I'm hastening it to you quickly. It's almost like you're giving birth to something, spirit, emotion, and financially, business, that professional world. Delivery. You are going to push this out and forward and into manifestation. And the delivery is divine. And the delivery, your delivery, is divinely assisted because it's happening through the hands of heaven's helpers. And the way that it's going to show up, it's going to show up in a situation that you find yourself in. And one of the people that's involved in this delivering what's coming do not believe or look like you and will be a male. But Spirit is bringing unto you a new start, a new life, a new beginning. The delivery was scheduled a little later, but your seed and what I said out of my mouth cut the time in half, and it'll be this year. All right. Yeah, 206 bones. Thank you, Erica. Comes to eight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Miss LaShonda. And y'all, we're gonna do it different this morning. Oh, what? Oh, Carrie Jones. Thank you, Carrie. Altogether, that's over 100. So I'll accept that. Carrie, this is the word of the Lord to you. Okay, I'm seeing the color blue, and this color blue, it moves into a shape that is similar to your silhouette. You are being redressed and re-inspired. Something happened in your spirit over the last 6 months that just tired you out and slowly drained you. Like thing after thing after thing. I know about the job furlough thing, and I know you got some. You got your parent with children, but it's a third thing that is unspoken that I do not know, and I'm looking into it. That was responsible for draining. But Spirit says you've been redressed, re inspired, and reignited. Your interest has been stirred up again. And you're supposed to be talking, and you're not. You need to open your mouth and speak. And not only that, but you also supposed to be turning your phone on and talking in your phone. You have a leadership skill that has not been used in spirit. It has professionally, but not in spirit outside of your home. And spirit is saying, I'm dressing you, re-inspiring you, and readying you for a new work, a work that will bring you center stage and get used to the way that you talk and you look and fall in love with that even the more because it is being called front and center stage podcast. Talk, talk, talk. All right. Dr. Kim Golden, you're in a spiritual I can't say the word, but I see it. Thoroughfare. What's a service road? What you call that when it's a cut through on the side of the main? That's where you at. You're moving in that service road that connects the big lane and lots of traffic to the other one. Thoroughfare, is that correct? But that is exactly where you are right now. You are right there in that space, and the Spirit has you working in the in between. You are anointed for the in between. You're working in between, and you are about to run smack dab into your biggest assignment. You are already sensing and feeling a shift professionally. You're picking it up, but you are going to find yourself in an entirely different, big, huge thing. This is something big that your gift and your work is going to be happening in. It's like it's been picked up out of one model and put into another model, and you're in between, working in the in between. hmm Spirit says that I'm with you, assisting you in this work in the in between. Do not allow frustration and impatience to attach itself to you. You have the pain of being prophetic because you're so far ahead in what you're sensing. May you have a grace to work right where you are in the in between for a little while longer. That grace is upon you. But get ready for what is coming. And you see it and you feel it and you sense it. The spirit says it's here. That's because the spirit always in talking like that. But you're gonna have to walk yourself there. All right. That's the word of the Lord. Okay, y'all. I'm in a car. I gotta go back in there and shop. I want to go through every last one of these, but I can't. Thank you, N is our reverse. Let me see. Did I say throughway third? Did I say it right? Thank you, Jermaine Gardner. How you doing? Right. We need to hear what you got to say. And Carrie says back, you sure about that? Yeah, we are. Geminis are communicators. You're supposed to be speaking. You're supposed to be sharing knowledge. That's thus saith the stars. But then we already got thus saith the Lord, that thing aligning. You see? Thank you, D. McCray. How are you? God bless you. And I see where I just saw your clothes go from fitted to free flowing. Okay, so spirit says that you're going to begin to color outside of your restriction and outside of your box and your limitation. The limitation in the box, it comes from some kind of it comes from fear, but it don't look like fear. But that's what it comes from. You letting that go. And even the image that you have of your own self is crumbling, and a new view of you, a new view of you is coming to you, and it's going to cause you to begin to embrace things in a let go, to where you can begin to do this or meet this person or do this, and then it stops and it's over and you don't feel anything because you're in a let go. You're going to learn in this season how to be involved, be a help, be a consultant, and be a coach for family members and friends, but you're going to do it inside of the let go and you will not wear it because there's been things that have tried to attach itself to you because of who you are helping and advising. And it always seems like that the trouble that comes up is always attached to somebody else and then it becomes your issue, but not no more. Free flowing, free flowing, flow free. That's your word. Beverly Brown, I see where you are digging a new well in your life. You're looking for fresh water and you're looking for to be replenished and to be stirred up. Spirit says that you are going to develop or redevelop a desire for data collection because I see books all around you. I want you to go as deep as you will allow yourself to go into understanding spiritual matters and history and spiritual matters. So it'd be good for you to get in the School of Prophets and Mystics by joining the Celestial Circle. And then you're going to also go into some kind of research or data collection, which could end up being a course or a degree. Because I see that in the area of education and data collection, but then also spiritual education. And so this new well that you are digging because of your search and your desire, you're going to find yourself replenished soon. You've put the fire out, pouring your water that you were supposed to drink, Spirit says. And so you need to be replenished. Dig the well and drink and don't share the water. Hmm. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in the store, make sure that everything is getting everything. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Tam. How you doing? Tam. Tam, there's a terror that you are going to invade and interrupt. Spirit says that you have a sword that is in you. Your right hand, your right arm, I want you to stick it straight up in the air right now with your fingers flat, making a flat hand in the air. And then I want you to bring it down very quickly and hit your right knee and your right thigh area. Bring it down and make that noise. Stick it up again. You know how Hitler would do, but you're going to go straight up in the air with it. And then bring it down and smite your thigh. Spirit says that you are gifted and skilled to smite upon the terror. And this is a terror that is by day and the terror by night. Not just whatever you're dealing with, but you're doing this as an intercessor on the behalf of people and groups of people. And you feel the assignment. You feel that you are supposed to be handling it. Mhm. You're going to handle it in spirit, doing workings, and then praying out of your mouth, articulating with the spirit so that it looks like tongues. And you're going to begin to see things open right before your eyes as a result of what you do. And this is going to boost your confidence in who you are. And you'll finally be able to embrace that calling of the prophetic. Mm. Constance Dow, the Spirit says that I dance in your consciousness. Jesus. Wait a minute. Now, this is very interesting because the Spirit, I saw your name, Constance, and it marked out and it said conscious. So there even may have been some kind of, I don't know if your mom is alive, or dad, but there's some kind, there was, I'm telling you, there was a consideration of another name. But heaven says that you are conscious. And every room that you come in, you bring your consciousness there. And that's what causes the upgrade. You have been upgrading people, places, and things for years just by being in the space and just saying your opinion. Your opinion have actually been ideas from the spirit. And many of them, you may not even remember what you said. And somebody that have to ask you, remind you, what did you say? Because you're conscious and your vibratory frequency is conscious. You vibrate at the level of consciousness. So you cause people to see what they have not seen before. And you're going to continue to do this over and over because you've been called to assist people and almost be like an information and idea Rolodex. You just roll them out. Your frequency is conscious. Protect your mind and do not let any and everything in it. I even see some of your greatest moments of awareness and consciousness. Now, this is interesting. Happens when you're tipsy. Write, record, audio record your thoughts. When wine is involved, oh, you divine with wine. Okay, now that is very African. Cause they would drink and smoke and do ring dances like what we do at church. And then somebody will catch the spirit. You divine with wine, red wine. Red wine, you divine. Thoughts dance in the mind. Wine, mind, divine. Conscious. Consciousness. Your consciousness, you vibrate at the frequency of consciousness, and everybody you engage, you are presenting to them a new mind on a new matter. And that's the word of the Lord to you, Jesus Christ. Stephanie Peoples, hey there. Thank you. Thank you. I've been fighting frustration hard. Okay, Kim, that's the pain of being in the future. Thank you, Linda Pro, and also Beverly Sweeten. Miss Lashunda, How you go about? I hope you're doing well. Do you have a child, Miss Lashonda? Follow. How you go? 222. I see what you're doing. I see Queen 151199. I see what you're doing. So y'all are grabbing the number and you're rapping intentionality. Watch what happens. Hey, Dorothy Curtis, did you get your information? You contact Mark. hmm Ever evolving, Mike. How are you? Life number 33 and says, aha, I love this. I'm terribly behind, I feel like. Shelly Bowling, how are you? Shelly, Spirit says that you bring cheer into the room. Even when you are in fear, you bring cheer into the room. There is a spirit that is upon you that is able to take a situation and mold it into an outcome that is more palatable. That is the work of the miracle worker. And you got to begin to see yourself as that. In every matter, see yourself as the miracle worker. It begins in your perspective. Your lens has been laced. It's been laced by heaven for you to see the best of it. Now, that has caused you to be loyal to people that didn't deserve it. But those lessons have been learned. And you're going to have to learn it one last time because I see you holding to two people. And you just need to get into a let go and let that be. hmm All right, let me oh, Martha. Hey Martha, how you go? Martha Weston. The movements around you are all gonna be favorable and be um what you call it when it's opened away. The opportunities that are around you are going to the movement that is around you. The movement that is around you is going all these moving parts is opening up so many different ways and opportunities for you. Oh my God, wait a minute. So I know you told me that last prophecy it came to pass and you were a yes to that. But I don't know if I said this in the prophecy, but this is what I see. And that ain't it. That's a step in the direction of where you're going. The spirit says you belong at the top, and that is where you're going to go. Vincent H. Anderson, hey, thank you. Family Oneness, I see. I got you. Shan, I got you. Introspective manifestation. Shan, you're in the middle of learning many different lessons all at the same time. And these lessons, we actually said something in a conversation a couple of days about lessons. But I don't want you to think just about that. That's our analytical mind going to that conversation, where at least mine is. But I hear the spirit say that you're learning several different lessons all at the same time. Of course, the money lesson we discussed, but you're also learning a people lesson and a communication lesson. It's extremely important that you now begin to ready yourself for being in a space where you are terribly detailed in explaining and in communication, and especially when it comes to how you feel about a matter versus going to anger. Go into your pain and into your hurt because you have a masculinity that is on you that causes you to go to anger and fight before you sit in what has made you sad, let you down, and what has pained you. This is keeping you from the divine feminine that wants to be deeper in your expression and in your problem solving. And you go to the masculine place because you looked up to a man, and this could be your dad or your granddad, and that's fine. Maintain that, keep that, but develop and redevelop and allow the development of the divine feminine to come forth in you. And it's going to cause you to be creative and also give you the answers that you seek when it comes to, should I really push this through or should I just let this go? Get into your true feelings about it and allow the divine feminine to take the wheel and lead you and drive. Okay. Charles Johnson, God bless you. 444, I see what you're doing. Kristen Patton, I see what you're doing. I gotta send you a prophetic word too. Miss Pat, make sure you give me my list. So I'm trying to do before I go to sleep tonight. All right, let me go back in here and make sure everything is done. I love you. Wool leap of love to you. This is the way I say. Miss LaShonda, you don't have a kid? Do you have a business? I kept seeing something small standing beside you, and I'm trying to figure out what's going by you quick though. And sometimes a child can, in my eyes, sometimes can be a business. So that's why I asked. Whatever this is okay. Whatever this is underdeveloped and has not came forth. So if it is a business or a book, get to work. Mm, okay, let me go. Hey, Aretha Henderson. Hi. Sandra Lawson, God bless you. Sandra Lawson. Sight and sound. This is going to be very interesting because you're going to begin to hear noises in your sleep and pictures are dancing in your head. While you're upon the bed in your head, I'm going to tell you truths about those that are around you. The Spirit says that you're going into a space spiritually to where you will spoil the deceiver and nothing will be hidden from your eyes and you will see exactly what the truth is. And so Sandra, the sights that you're gonna see and the sounds that you're gonna hear are all gonna be lead ins to the situation that needs to be addressed. And you're gonna show up as a manager, not as a fixer. You're showing up as a manager because I hear your sisters calling. Hmm. And you're going to help manage the matter and even show up in that matriarchal energy. Hmm. Sandra Lawson. Hey, Sandra Woods, how you doing? God bless you, Leonica. I like saying your name. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? Thank you for your donation, Jessica. Thank you, Mother Diane, for your donation. All right. Okay, y'all, I'm going about my business. I got to go in here. I love you. We'll leap love to you this way I say. Take care of yourself, and I will see you tomorrow to close out our week at 8 a.m. God bless.